Picture this. You're hosting a barbecue for your friends and family. The grill is hot, the steaks are on, and everyone's waiting for that perfect medium rare. But instead of standing over the grill with an old thermometer constantly poking and checking, you're actually sitting with your guests, drink in hand. Your phone buzzes once to let you know it's time to flip, then again when everything's perfectly done. This isn't some fantasy, this is exactly what smart meat thermometers can do for you. Gone are the days of overcooked chicken or undercooked pork. Smart thermometers take all the guesswork out of cooking meat. Today I'm going to show you the 5 best smart meat thermometers that will change how you cook forever. These aren't just gadgets. They're your personal cooking assistants that guarantee perfect results every single time. Whether you're grilling outdoors, smoking a brisket, or just cooking dinner in your oven, one of these thermometers will become your new best friend in the kitchen. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive into the world of smart cooking. Let's start with number 5 on our list, the Aboboin Meat Thermometer Digital Wireless. Now, this thermometer caught my attention for one specific reason, that beautiful bamboo charging base. Most thermometers come with boring plastic bases, but Aboboin decided to make theirs from natural bamboo. It looks great on your kitchen counter and adds that touch of elegance to your cooking setup. But looks aren't everything, right? This thermometer connects to your phone via Bluetooth and gives you a range of up to 230 feet. That's enough to monitor your food from pretty much anywhere in your house or yard. The probe itself is made with ceramic, which can handle temperatures up to 600 degrees Fahrenheit. The accuracy is within 1.8 degrees, which is decent for most home cooking needs. One thing I really like is how fast it responds, just 0.2 seconds to give you a reading. The app comes with preset recipes for different types of meat, but you can also create your own custom settings. The battery life is solid too. A quick 5 to 10 minute charge gives you 4 to 6 hours of cooking time, and when you're done cooking, just toss the probe in the dishwasher. The price point makes this a great entry-level option for anyone wanting to try smart thermometers without breaking the bank. Moving up to number 4, we have the Nigogor Smart Wireless Meat Thermometer. This one comes with 4 probes, which is pretty impressive. Think about what that means. You can monitor 4 different pieces of meat at the same time. Maybe you're cooking chicken for the kids, medium steaks for the adults, and keeping an eye on some sausages too, all from one device. The Bluetooth range is 432 feet, which gives you plenty of freedom to move around. The probes connect using Bluetooth 5.2 technology, which means faster connections and better stability. Here's something that sets this apart. The battery life is incredible. We're talking 300 hours of use on a single 6-hour charge. That 2000 mAh battery means you could literally do overnight smoking sessions without worrying about power. The app keeps track of all your cooking sessions, so you can look back and see what worked best for different cuts of meat. Over time, you'll build up your own database of perfect cooking times and temperatures. The app also gives you recommendations based on expert barbecue recipes, but you're free to adjust everything to your taste. One downside is that managing 4 probes can feel a bit overwhelming at first, especially if you're new to this kind of cooking. But once you get the hang of it, having that many probes is a game changer for big family meals or entertaining. Number 3 brings us to the Thermopro TempSpike Plus. Thermopro has been making thermometers for years, and they really know what they're doing. This model comes with 2 color-coded probes, which might seem simple, but it's actually brilliant. Instead of trying to remember which probe is which, you just look at the colors. Red probe for the steak, blue probe for the chicken. Simple as that. The Bluetooth range is 600 feet, which is more than most people will ever need. But it's nice to know you could walk to your neighbor's house and still be connected. The probes can handle up to 1050 degrees Fahrenheit, which means they'll work in any cooking situation you can think of. They're also waterproof with an IP67 rating, so you don't have to baby them. Here's a feature I really appreciate, the LCD booster. You don't always want to pull out your phone to check temperatures. Sometimes you just want to glance at a display and keep cooking. The booster gives you that option. The setup is super easy too, no accounts to create, no Wi-Fi passwords to enter. The probes come prepared, so you literally just turn them on and start cooking. This makes it a great gift option because anyone can use it right out of the box. The ceramic handles on the probes are well designed and stay cool even in high heat situations. Coming in at number 2 is the Thermomaven Wireless Bluetooth Smart Meat Thermometer. This one uses something called Sub-1G technology, which might sound fancy, but here's what it means for you. Better range and more stable connections. We're talking 3,000 feet in open areas and 700 feet even with walls and obstacles. That's enough range to monitor your smoker from pretty much anywhere. The accuracy is NIST certified, which means it meets the same standards used by professional labs. We're talking accuracy within 0.5 degrees Fahrenheit. That's incredibly precise. The thermometer has 6 sensors total, 5 internal and 1 external. Those internal sensors make sure you get accurate readings no matter what angle the probe is at. The external sensor tracks the ambient temperature, which is crucial for smoking and slow cooking. Here's what makes this special. The display base works independently. You don't need to open an app every time you want to check temperatures. The base shows you everything in real time and lets you adjust settings right on the device. But if you want to use the app, you can do that too. It's the best of both worlds. The 2 ultra-thin probes are designed to minimize damage to your meat. Smaller holes mean more juices stay inside, which means better flavor. The base charges both probes simultaneously, so you never have to worry about which one needs power. This thermometer feels more professional than the others, and the price reflects that. But if you're serious about cooking and want the most accurate readings possible, this is worth the investment. And now, the #1 spot goes to the Chef IQ Sense 2025 model. This is the newest generation of Chef IQ thermometers, and they've really outdone themselves. First off, it comes with 3 probes instead of the usual 1 or 2. But these aren't just any probes, they each have 5 sensors. That's 4 internal temperature sensors plus 1 ambient sensor per probe. Why does this matter? Because meat doesn't cook evenly. Having multiple sensors in each probe gives you a much better picture of what's actually happening inside your food. The probes can handle up to 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit, so they'll work in any cooking situation. The battery life is outstanding, up to 70 hours on a single charge. That means you could smoke multiple briskets over a long weekend without recharging. The Wi-Fi connectivity gives you unlimited range. As long as your phone has internet, you can check on your food. Traveling to the store while your roast is cooking? No problem. At work while your slow cooker is going? You're covered. The Chef IQ app is probably the most comprehensive I've seen. It has hundreds of presets for different cuts of meat and cooking methods. But more than that, it has guided cooking recipes with actual videos. These aren't just temperature targets, they're complete cooking tutorials. The app will tell you when to flip, when to rest, and even estimate how much time is left. It takes all the guesswork out of cooking. The Smart Hub has built-in speakers for audio alerts, plus it sends push notifications to your phone. You'll never miss an important cooking milestone. The probes are completely waterproof and dishwasher safe, making cleanup a breeze. Chef IQ backs this with a 1-year warranty, which shows they stand behind their product. The price is higher than the others, but when you consider you're getting 3 probes with 5 sensors each, plus all that software, it's actually a pretty good value. This is the thermometer for people who want the absolute best and most foolproof cooking experience. Now, let me give you some practical advice about choosing between these options. If you're just getting started with smart thermometers and want something affordable, go with the Eboboin. That bamboo base looks great, and it has all the basic features you need. If you regularly cook for large groups or like to multitask in the kitchen, the Nigogore with 4 probes makes a lot of sense. The long battery life means you can handle those all-day cooking sessions. For people who want reliability and don't need all the fancy features, the thermopro is perfect. It's straightforward, well-built, and the color-coded probes are actually more helpful than you might think. If accuracy is your top priority and you want professional-level results, the Thermomaven is the way to go. That NIST certification means you're getting laboratory-grade precision. And if you want the ultimate smart cooking experience with every possible feature, the Chef IQ is worth the investment. It's like having a personal cooking instructor right in your kitchen. Here are some tips that apply no matter which thermometer you choose. Always insert the probe into the thickest part of the meat, avoiding bones and fat. Bones conduct heat differently and will give you false readings. Fat doesn't represent the temperature of the actual meat. Make sure to clean your probes before charging them. Food residue can interfere with the charging contacts. Most of these thermometers are dishwasher safe, but check the manual to be sure. Don't rely entirely on the preset temperatures. Everyone's taste is different. Use the presets as starting points, but adjust based on your preferences. Keep a cooking log, either in the app or on paper. Note what temperatures worked best for different cuts and cooking methods. Over time, you'll develop your own perfect temperature guide. Make sure your phone's Bluetooth is working properly before starting a long cook. There's nothing worse than thinking you're monitoring your food only to find out you lost connection hours ago. Consider the cooking environment when choosing a thermometer. If you do a lot of outdoor cooking where Wi-Fi is spotty, Bluetooth-only models might be more reliable. but if you want to monitor food while you're away from home, Wi-Fi connectivity is essential. Think about how many probes you actually need. More isn't always better if you're usually cooking for just 1 or 2 people, but if you regularly cook multiple items or large roasts, extra probes are incredibly useful. Pay attention to probe thickness. Thinner probes make smaller holes in your meat, which means less juice loss. But they might be more fragile, so handle them carefully. Consider the charging situation. Some models charge quickly but don't last as long. Others take longer to charge but run for days. Choose based on your typical cooking style. Battery life becomes especially important for smoking and other long cooking methods. The last thing you want is your thermometer dying halfway through a 12-hour brisket cook. All of these thermometers will make your cooking more consistent and take away the stress of guessing when food is done. The difference between them comes down to features, accuracy, and how many cooking situations you want to handle. So there you have it, the 5 best smart meat thermometers that will transform your cooking. From the budget-friendly Eboboin with its beautiful bamboo base, to the professional-grade Chef IQ with its advanced sensor technology. Each one of these thermometers will help you cook better food with less stress and more confidence. Remember, the best thermometer is the one you'll actually use consistently. Think about your cooking style, your budget, and what features matter most to you. If this video helped you figure out which smart thermometer is right for your kitchen, hit that like button. Want to try your new smart meat thermometer? Click the link below to get yours now. Don't forget to subscribe for more kitchen gadget reviews and cooking tips. Your perfectly cooked meals are waiting. You just need the right tool to get there. Happy cooking, and I'll see you in the next video.